Hello guys, and welcome back to more Kira Kira. In our last episode, boy was that a doozy and a half. I don't want to spoil it, you just have to watch it, it was great. Of course the game will probably spoil it, so it don't matter. It was worth experiencing firsthand. Words will fail me in trying to explain what happened last episode. We stay at a cheap youth hostel tonight. It's only 3,000 yen per person. That's not bad. We go to the supermarket to get some groceries and make dinner for ourselves. There are a lot of college students and backpackers staying at the youth hostel. Why do they call it a hostel? I don't want it to be hostile. That'd be horrible. I want it to be youth peaceful. But they don't call it that. We tell them we're doing a band and they want to hear our music, so we do a small show. After the show, we talk about the new original song together.
カンパ、結構もらっちゃいましたね。なんだか逆に悪いみたいです。
Kashiwara looks at the money in the hat. Your sense of the value of money is quite ordinary, even though your family's rich. Fascinating.
そうですよ。だって私、お小遣いだってほとんどもらってないですし。
You might not get any spending money, but you're not exactly hurting. You have pretty much everything you want. Don't you have savings though?
それは。
She refuses to talk. Sorry, shouldn't have asked. It was bad manners.
それよりもさ、今日は一日中観光で遊んじゃったんだから、これから帳尻を合わせないとね。
Yeah,
バンド
band
のことをしよう。
things. Chini sounds like a teacher. Yes, Chini sensei.
新曲の相談しようよ。まだあまり決まってないし。鹿之助、なんかアイデアある？
I got nothing. Well, what type of music should we do? I think we should also consider doing ballads to put an emphasis on Shino's vocals.
私はバラードより元気で明るい曲がいいな。
Oh, I'm sorry, are you the only member of this band? No, you're not. We will choose through a vote. Kurari cuts in, strumming on Kashiwara's guitar. Don't break that. It's the only one we got.
次の曲はギター2本にしようよ。私もギターやる。
You know how to play the guitar? She practiced guitar with Kashiwara a little bit, but she may not have had enough practicing. I can't say she plays good. All the guys at the youth hostel were impressed at her vocals, but as soon as she started singing and playing the guitar at the same time, she made everybody laugh. I really do envy people who can do that, because that would be really difficult to sit there and play an instrument and sing at the same time. Maybe it's just me. She didn't even understand why they were laughing. So she must not understand how badly she plays. She's not good at multitasking. She couldn't even listen to the band while singing at first. She has a long way to go until she's able to sing and play guitar at the same time. We can't let her do that to our gigs for now. You're not there yet. You don't even have a guitar.
そうですね。でもどうしてもって言うならリズムを弾くんだったらできると思います。ギターはどこかで借りれば。
No. Kashiwara's being nice to Kurari. Kashiwara's always nice to everybody. I'd rather not have her do that. I think we should make our parts clear. It's cooler to have the vocal just sing. Right? Yeah. We play the instruments, she sings. That's the agreement. We're not backing down.
それは見解の相違ね。
Oh my god.
私はギターボーカル好きだけどな。
Did you not hear her singing and playing? She can't do both. Not now. She needs practice. She needs cuts in. That she wants to do. Well then, do you want Kurari to play guitar at our next gig?
いや、それは。
That smile means you've already made up your mind. I guess not.
頑張るよ。もう練習する。
Kurari's serious. It's good to practice, but I don't want you to talk about it until you're able to play good enough. Understood? Understood. Don't use that face with me. Don't use that face with me. Don't, you're using that face. I told you not to use the face. Don't be dissatisfied. If you were good, we would consider it, but you're not. There's a big difference here. We're getting to the point where people actually want us to play. We don't want that to go away. Stop growling like a dog.
違うよ、猫だよ。
You're not an echo. You're a human being. You know, even though you are a very insufferable one, sometimes. Either way, it's not going anywhere. So I decided to stick it to the original topic. So, about what we've been talking about. I want the new single to be kind of like Ramones and...
ギターが2本あった方が曲の奥行きも広がるのにな。
We've already discussed this. Discussion's closed. I ignore Karari's complaints. As usual. The most important thing is the groovy feeling when we play rather than the complicated technical stuff.
もういいよいいよ。
I guess she's getting upset. I understand her feelings, but we can't mess up the gig. Maybe when she gets better. Maybe. Probably. We'll do it. I realize we are coming into Osaka City area when I see a few buildings and neon signs by the streets. After we drove through the mountains. Osaka's a big city. We get into a traffic jam as we come close to the off-ramp. I see tall buildings in front of us. I always compare with Tokyo, but this city's not much different than where we're from. It's bigger. Everything's bigger. We go through the traffic jam and get off the off-ramp to find restaurants after restaurants on both sides of the street. Osaka also has crisscross streets like Kyoto. It's an ancient way of the city development in Japan. I suppose other areas in Kansai are also like this. Whatever ancient people made from scratch is different. Streets in Tokyo are not neat like this. It reminds me that I'm in a faraway place from home. Far from home. I'm thinking of topography.
明石焼きとたこ焼きの違いって知ってる？
No, I don't know the difference. Please enlighten me. Kuroi asked me happily. She's sitting next to Chini reading a map, but she made a few mistakes in a row as the streets get complicated, so Chini asked her to switch with Kashiwara. Don't know.
あのね、明石焼きは卵焼きとも呼ばれててね、たこ焼きよりも柔らかく焼いて、出汁を。
Fascinating, okay. Kuroi loves eating and she has so much information about food. She's proud of herself. Oh yeah, is it good?
すごく美味しい。
Fascinating. Alright, so you don't know.
あとね、関西ではフグは鉄砲って言ったりするんだけど、なんでか知ってる？
I don't know why.
あのね、鉄砲みたいに当たったら大変なことになっちゃうっていうユーモアなんだって。面白いよね。
That's funny. Not really. It's not very funny. I suppose it's funny to the right people, but not to me. Is it good?
そうだよ。
Oh, of course you haven't tried it. Fascinating.
あとね、
And? Kuroi continues, not realizing I haven't been saying the same things over and over. Anyway, we're heading towards the theater where we're supposed to play. As courtesy of the theater, there are no pre-sale tickets we need to sell. At least that's what we've been told. But we still have to be careful after what happened in Nagoya. People are still talking about us on the internet, and I can't imagine how it'll affect our tour. I hope there's no misunderstanding. There probably will be, though. The theater is located at Chuoku in Osaka. We parked the car near Namba Station and walked to find the theater. The area is called Ame-Mira. Tokyo has an area called Ame-Yoko in Ueno. It sounds similar, but it's different here. Ame-Yoko, not to be confused with Yoko Ono, it's a retro and very Showa era, but Ame-Mira is pop and young. I would have made a joke, but I can't think of anything with Mira in it. There are cute little shops and lots of cafes and rows of cool clothing stores and cool kids who come to these stores because, you know, it's cool, it's hip-hopping in place, alright. I guess it's only natural. This is America. America Mira, and the one in Tokyo is Ame Yokocho. And what amazes us is the way everybody talks. They're all speaking in Osaka dialect. Well, we're in Osaka, aren't they? I mean, why should that be a surprise? The most popular dialect we hear in Tokyo is Osaka dialect, but we only hear it on TV. Well, how is it the most popular if you only hear it on TV? Something's not right. Something's fishy. It's a conspiracy. I feel like we were in a totally different world. Hearing Osaka dialect on the street like this? What? That's crazy. Of course, I'm dressing in a girl's clothes as usual, but people don't really care about me. Oh, that's sad. I care about it. Don't say that. Well, compared to the other cute cities at least. The theater we're looking for is located on one of the side streets. The building is huge, no wonder since it is a famous theater. We walk through the door. Air conditioning, oh my god. Thank you. We talk to a guy we see at the door and he takes us into a hall where we meet with the booking manager. He's young, energetic, and somehow reminds us of reptiles. He's a snake. He's younger than we imagined, maybe in his late 20s or early 30s. He has a menacing attitude to us. My first impression of him is not good. And actually, I don't like him. He's a jerk. Baka. He looks at us from head to toe without even saying hello when we enter the room and tell him why we're here. Then he pauses. Just for a moment.
生で見るといまいちやな。
He spits it out. Not that impressive. I'm sure I'm not the only one who has doubts about this guy.
スタジェネのヤギちゃんには感謝せなあかんで。ほんまやったら君らみたいな学祭バンドの延長みたいなペーペー。うちでライブなんかできへんのやからな。
Dude,
ネットで多少騒がれとるか知らんけど、ヤギちゃんとつながっとるからこうなっとるんやで。
It's needless to say we're all offended. Genie looks ready to punch the guy in the face. Kashiwara's like, oh my gosh, no, what did he say? And Kurara's like, I'm sorry. Well, to be exact, Genie and I are offended and Kurara's scared. Kashiwara is confused since she never had to deal with a situation like this. Yes, we're still amateurs. We get that. But we're invited here in Osaka. That's why we came all the way out here in that old car. Is this something we just have to put up with? Come on. Definitely an asshole. Definitely an asshole. This guy hasn't told us his name. He didn't even say hi. Then he starts explaining about the event we're supposed to plan, but he makes sure to let us know how much he doesn't want to include us in the event. Just leave. Forget this guy. I don't think we're a superstar band who can play anywhere we wish, but this is really bad. I expect to have a respectable man-to-man connection, even though, you know, we're not a popular band. We want to be treated like equals. I don't know how much power booking managers have, but I hate this kind of people. Power trip, egomaniac. I'm upset, but I'm not saying a word. Take off your wig and kick his ass. I shouldn't show my emotion just because I don't like the guy. Yeah, be the better man. There you go. Good, wise thinking. We should handle it in a respectable manner as adults, even if the guy is an asshole. Quite frankly, we just have to take it. I know it's bullshit, you know, but I don't know what else to do. We're already here. We might as well just do it. Of course, the guy knows what we're thinking, and that's why he looks so down on us like this. The bookie smiles and continues. He knows he's got us by the balls. He knows. Well, me. They got the women by the ovaries.
まあ、気楽にやってくれたらええ。君らに期待しとるんはネットの客を呼んで話題を作ってもらうっちゅうことだけやからな。別に上手に演奏しようとせんでええで。無理やしな。
This guy.
会場入りの時間やけど。
He keeps going. He doesn't shut up.
いいです。
Karai's nervous. She freezes up.
私たちいいです。そんなに嫌なら出なくてもいいです。
なんやて
Oh. He glares at her and she shuts her eyes. Kashiwara and Chini and I look at each other with surprise. I nod to them. They nod back to me. We have an unspoken bond like that. We agree with you. Good going, Karari.
まったくあんたはいきなり何を
Reverse psychology, right? Nah, we don't need to play here. I mean, it's cool. You don't like us, we can go. Wait, don't go. I didn't mean it. That's what we're trying. That's probably the reaction we're trying to get here.
私たちも同じ意見です。キラリの言葉通り、私たちは出演を辞退させていただきます。こんな嫌な気持ちじゃ、いい演奏なんかできるわけないですから。
The bookie looks irritated. Probably didn't expect anyone to backtalk him.
さよかほなヤギちゃんには君らから断られた言うとくわ
He says it meanly. He doesn't like an amateur band like us to turn down their offer? Does he think we should kiss his ass to be part of their event? Either way, I don't like it. Neither does anyone else.
それで構いません。それでは失礼します。
Shinny bows deeply and takes Karari's hand to exit the room. Kashiwara bows as well and follows them. Why bow to this guy? He's a jerk. He didn't even say hi to us. That's so mean.
たく最近のバンドは礼儀っちゅうもんを知らん親の顔が見てみたいわ
I should ask you the same question, but I'm not. The bookie clucks his tongue like a chicken. I wait for the girls to exit the room. I actually want to see your parents, asshole.
なんやと
No, you too. I smile. Fuck you, asshole. Couldn't you hear me? We're gonna get into it with the bookie manager. I run out of the room as the bookie's face turns red in a flash. I hear him cuss me out of the room.
何？今部屋の方から怒鳴り声がしたけど。
Yeah. Maybe he spills some tea or something. I play dumb.
勝手なことしてごめんね。ごめん。
Karai looks down.
何謝ってんのよ。スカッとしたよ。
What are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do? We gotta play. We need money. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we all couldn't take that. So it was a good move to quit right there.
あんなにまで言われて、それでも愛想笑いして従うなんてパンクロッカー失格だよ。ほら、もう外に出よう。たこ焼き食べたかったんだよね。
Sure. Chini grabs Karari's hand.
ちょっと
Someone stops us. We see a young man with a guitar on his back standing by the reception
立ち
desk.
聞きさせてもろた俺あんたらのこと知っとるで
We aren't second
第
anywhere,
二な
bud.
んちゃ
We're
ら言う人
first.
らやろ
Oh, right, the band. Yeah. Second electrical.
あなたもバンドやってる人？じゃあ、あのマネージャーさんは？
He doesn't even listen to Shini and continues.
他の場所では知らへんけどあんたらみたいな大阪で受けへんと思うわ
Won't do well here in Osaka.
はや東京帰った方がええで
Go back where you
時間の
came
無駄
from.
や
We don't like foreigners here. This guy's kind of a jerk. What is it? Osaka? Everyone's Osaka. Osaka, the city of jerks. There you go. It's probably not on their advertisement flyers that they hand out for tourists, but it's there. This is the seedy underbelly. This is what Osaka, city of jerks. The sun is shining on us as usual, not knowing how we feel. It's our first time to be criticized by a stranger. Although we've been criticized for our techniques many times by Tanoya, but Tanoya's doing it because he's Tanoya. I'm not sure if we've been lucky before or we're just unlucky today. What do you think? We just lost the purpose of this trip and we have to decide what to do next. I mean, where do we go? What do we do? And all I always get is silence. The girls are just standing there. You don't think it's the end of her tour, do you?
もちろんよ。
Jeannie looks up slowly. She doesn't look depressed.
やめるわけないわ。私気がついたの。
Realize what? When,
私ね、ツアー始めて順調に進んできて楽しかったけど、なんか足りないと思ってたんだ。
we're missing Philly, aren't we?
なんだったか今分かったよ。
The feeling that we're not always gonna make it. You know, not everyone's gonna like and cheer for us. You know, people are gonna hate us. You know, they're gonna despise us and our music and what we stand for. And that's gonna come around eventually. And it's better we do it sooner than later before our egos got too inflated. Oh, I'm sorry. I probably just spoiled like the next 5 minutes of text.
何が足りないの？
情熱ね。
Passion.
情熱？
そうよ。こうね、ムラムラと体の奥から湧き起こってくるような、もう何が何でもやってやるっていう、あの文化祭を目指してた時のような気持ちがこのツアーにはなかった。
I think what you're feeling is not passion, but anger. He's an asshole, so you're upset with him.
同じようなものよ。とにかくね、八木原さんだとかああいう人のコネを使っちゃダメなのよ。ノルマンも免除してもらって、どうぞ演奏してくださいなんて簡単なエスカレーターに乗っかってちゃいけないんだわ。全部自分たちの力でやんなくちゃ。そうして掴み取ったステージで素晴らしい演奏ができてこそのバンドだと思うの。
I agree. Big thing to say.
鹿之助、茶化さないで。
I don't know what you're saying. I'm sorry.
でしょ？これでよかったのよ。あんな風に言われたのは悔しいけど仕方ない部分もあるわ。だから絶対実力で大阪の人たちにもうちらの名前を覚えさせてやろう。このまま帰ったんじゃ大事な夏を潰してきた意味がないわ。そうでしょ、キラリ。
Croy nods as Jeannie slaps her shoulder.
ひとまずライブよ。どこでもいいから出演させてくれるライブハウス見つけるわよ。ストリートじゃなくてちゃんとした箱でやって勝負しないと。
Jeannie clenches her fist. Or we gotta find a gig, like, right now. I guess we can't go home.
でしょ？
But this is not the topic to talk about here. It's too hot. Both Jeannie and the sunshine. I laugh, but Jeannie doesn't laugh. She never laughs. She's mean. Sometimes. Should we have lunch or something? Let's go to lunch. I'm hungry.
たこ焼きがいいよ。
No. You always want that.
あのね、あっちの道頓堀の方に
It's always
す
a
っご
good
く美味しい
stand.
たこ焼き屋さんがあるんだって。
I feel you do this stuff on purpose. Croy researched this before we left Tokyo. Yeah, I knew she did. We follow her and bought takoyaki. Then we go to the bookstore to buy music magazines and start reading it at the park nearby. We look for the theaters hosting an event in a few days and call them all. We know it's not easy to find a gig like this. They usually book the bands 2-3 months beforehand, so if we're to find a spot, it'll be filling a spot for a canceled band. As we expect, we got rejections one after another. This is reality, I guess. It's also the hardest tea to swallow. Nobody ever listens to us when we don't have any connections. But the last theater we called gives us hope.
ああ、ちょうど来週のイベントドタキャンされてもうて、
Score! Do you have a spot?
まだ空いてることは空いてますけど、うちちょっとノルマ厳しいですよ。来週ってことで大まけに負けても
30 pre-sale tickets, we can do
30
that.
ですけ
Easy.
ど、平気です
How much is one ticket?
？2000円。
It's like $20, roughly. Hang up the phone once and explain to everyone. Okay, the pre-sale tickets are 2,000 yen per ticket, and we have to do 30 tickets. We only have a week. What do you think? Can we do it? Jeannie's keeping the book of the band.
6万円ね。1週間の滞在費と含めてギリギリ出せるわ。ただそれでチケットが全然売れなかったら もうこの旅はおしまいだけど。
That's tight. Do you want to find somewhere else? Ferrari leans forward.
でもさ、チケットがちゃんと売れればいいんでしょ？頑張って売ったらなんとかならないかな。
Maybe, but remember, we're here in Osaka. We don't have an image like we do back in Tokyo. People might not want us.
そう言うけどさ、1週間で30枚だよ。ネットで告知したってそう簡単には集まらないよ。私たちこっちに知り合いがいるわけでもないし、やるとしたら街頭で知らない人に売るくらいしかないもの。
I know what we could
過剰
do.
な期待はできないと思う。
We could put on a street show. You know, advertise our music, and then we'll be like have a sign that says "Buy tickets to our performance at so and so theater for 30 or 20 yen, 20,000, 2,000 yen, a lot of yen." But yeah. That'll work, right? And we might make some extra money. She needs calm. She has to be calm. She's good.
でもライブハウスで演奏するつもりなら
True.
あまり選択肢はないですよ
We
ね。
have to agree by their terms.
ここだってノルマが少し高めだからまだブッキングができてないってのもあったんでしょうし、条件のいいところなら私たちが出るのは難しいはずです。
But she was right. I don't want to play at a smaller theater than the one we just turned down. But it'd be a huge blow for us if we didn't have any crowd in a big theater. I guess I won't find out till we try.
私やりたい。もしお金足りなくなったらさ、私どんなことしてでもお金稼ぐから。
You'll do anything, huh? No. No, she's too pure for that. No. She can't do that. No. A girl like her should not work construction. It's horrible. Horrible thought. Jeannie puts her hand over Ferrari's head and smiles.
あんたはそこまで心配してくれなくても大丈夫。
You don't have to worry because they're probably going to be whoring me out at some point. It's going to get that bad. It's going to be desperate. But she sounds happy.
どうやらここで断る手はなさそうね。じゃあ一丁やってみるか。鹿之助、いいでしょ？
Yeah, sure, why not?
そうと決まれば鹿之助、電話。
Alright. I talked to the same lady when I called back. We go to the theater to have an audition that day after our tell her we're interested to play there. The theater is famous in the area and it's really big. The stage is huge and high, and it looks like a stage you can have a play on. I see posters of the events by professional musicians on the wall. This is where we have our audition. It's our first time to go to an audition for a theater since so far we've been playing with Connections. Everything won't hear if we don't play well. We're nervous, but we play a few songs that we are comfortable playing. Then we play our original song at the end.
思ったよりええですね。
Damn, she's pretty. Do you have her out? Probably not. Her name is Tomo Kogure.
とりあえずオーディションは合格です。これなら恥ずかしいことにはならへんでしょう。
Do you date musicians? No? Okay. We all have a sigh of
で
relief.
もこれからが大変やで。ノルマ頑張ってな。
Indeed. Tomo smiles and writes something in her notebook. Tomo's the booking manager lady I've been talking to on the phone. She's much younger than I imagined and doesn't look like a bookie. That's racist.
こんなに若いブッキングマネージャーなんて珍しいんじゃないですか？
いや今回は臨時なんやわ。
臨時？
せや私普段はここの箱付きのバンドやっとんねんけど
You're in a
な。
band?
本物のブッキングマネージャーが病気でダウンしてもうて、で普段下集させてもらっとる恩もあるから今だけっちゅうことで引き受けたんやけど今回に限ってドタキャンは出るわ、空調壊れて修理呼ばなあかんわ、トラブルばっかり。ほんま引き受けるんやなかったわ。
Tomo scratches her head in embarrassment. see now that she's more on our side rather than the operating theater side. She looks 3 or 4 years older than us. She's a beautiful lady with flashy fashion enhancing her big boobs. I like that. The fashion, not the boobs. But the boobs too. I mean, it's alright. Whoops. You guys saved me. I couldn't find a band to fill the spot, but are you guys okay? Your music is great, but you're not from here. How are you gonna sell the tickets? Do you know anybody? No, we don't know anybody. We'll do our best.
そうか。ほんまは大幅に乗る回りしそうなバンドはあまり歓迎できへんのやけど。
One more
仕
thing.
方ないか。
What is it?
あんたらの演奏プログラムの最初なんやけど、最初っちゅうことはもしあんたらが自分の客を連れてこれへんかった場合、会場はきついことになるで。わかっとる？多分ガラガラやろうし、おってもあんたらに興味がない他のバンドを見に来たお客さんだけや。まだ温まってない会場で、途中から入ってくるお客さんもたくさんおるやろうし、音なんか聞かへんで後ろの方で雑談してる人もおるやろうし。
Stop talking. Thank you.
それは覚悟の上です。
ぜやったら私から言うことないけど、ただ一バンド人として忠告するけど、そんな状況でやんのめっちゃへこむで。お金だけの理由やないよ。少しでも多くチケット売らなあかんで。
You better sell as much ticket as you can. So we only have to sell 1 ticket. Am I hearing that correctly? I do not see the form of ticket in your sentence. Think we can get her a technicality? Probably not. She looks worried. We appreciate her advice and walk to the door. Then Tomo comes over to me and pulls on my skirt. Hey, stop that.
ちょっとこの子借りるで。
Him? I take offense to that. I let her pull me to a distant place from the girls. Tomo looks serious.
あんた、オーディションにも女装してくるんやね。なんや、他のメンバーにいじめられてんの？
Probably should have mentioned this to the booking person. What we do. Well, I mean, if you want to hear the story, yeah, I mean, it started when I was a little kid. You know, people always picked on me. You know, they always made fun of my appearance and say, "Oh, you look like a girl. She kind of Suke?" And I'm like, "No, I don't look like a girl." Well, you know, one day I thought, "Hell, why not?" I started dressing up as a woman, and all of a sudden, I feel so much prettier. I'm getting all these compliments. It's really great. Thank you for having the time to speak with me. I really appreciate it. You know, for a friendly ear. But no, it's not like that. I explain why.
うわ、そうなんか。大変やな。それ、いつも女装しとん？
I've started to enjoy it. Why do you ask? Always. I always wear girls' clothes.
へえ、普段から律儀なんやな。
Oh yeah, the promise. Well, to be honest, I was gonna do it anyway. Well, I need to go now. It's getting awkward.
待って。
Tomo stops me. She gazes at my face and reaches her hand out to my cheek.
よう見ると可愛い顔しとるんや
Oh my.
ね。私可愛い子好きやわ。あんたの電話番号聞いてもええ？
Well, sure. I mean, I can't say no to a face like that. What do you mean, love? My heart is racing.
ええやんか。教えてや。
Give it to her, dude. Her eyes are shining like a flesh-eating feline. It's a very odd thing to say, but okay. Well, sorry, I have to go. I'm scared, so I bow to her and run off. What?
あの
Dude!
人と何話
God,
し
you
てたの？
blew it, man! Oh. Man, we could have gotten with the booking manager. Think of all the gigs we could have just had. Oh, God. Nothing. Nothing at all. We should just go. That's all I can say. Freddy looks into my face as I stutter.
顔が赤いよ。病気？
I'm fine. I'm fine. Stop worrying about me. We'll be okay. Man, we blew it. Oh, well, whatever. We gotta sell tickets. That's gonna be the goal for our next episode. So I will see you all guys next time. Take it easy.